Good morning, dear students and dear parents. Hope you all are doing well and ready for today's session. So before starting today's session, let us do a quick recap of what we have done in the last class. We have learned about patterns, isn't it? So what are patterns, or what is a pattern? A pattern is an arrangement of shapes or numbers that follow a particular rule. Then also we have learned about the basic shape of a pattern, isn't it? So what are basic shape in a pattern? The basic shapes in a pattern are the shapes or a group of shapes that repeat itself again and again in order to form a pattern. Alright, so dear children, today we are going to start a new topic, that is pattern in numbers. So before we start the session, please write down the objective. So today's objective is to understand the concept of pattern in numbers. Alright, so dear children, we have seen that patterns are formed by repeating shapes in a particular way. Similarly, we can repeat the numbers and create patterns. Alright, so each number pattern follows a rule. Okay, now dear children, pattern in odd and even numbers are the easiest patterns that we usually come across. So let us learn to form patterns of odd and even numbers, as well as let us see how to find out the growing patterns. Okay, so let's start with the first topic, that is patterns with even numbers. Now dear children, what are even numbers? The numbers ending with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0 are called even numbers. Consider one example. Observe the example very carefully and thoroughly. Okay, now dear children, in the given pattern, the first term is 2, the second term is 4, the third term is 6, the fourth term is 8, the fifth term is 10. Now we have to find out the sixth and seventh term, isn't it? So observe the pattern carefully. Okay, listen to me very carefully. Alright, in this pattern, the first term is 2, the second term is 4, the third term is 6, the fourth term is 8, the fifth term is 10. So in this pattern, the numbers have been increased by 2, isn't it? So the next terms of the pattern are 10 plus 2 equal to 12, 12 plus 2 equal to 14. Okay, so we have got the pattern as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. Okay, now let us proceed with the next topic, that is patterns with odd numbers. So dear children, what are odd numbers? Okay, the numbers ending with 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 are called odd numbers. Now let us see one example how patterns with odd numbers can be formed. Okay, look at the given example very carefully. Here the first term is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and we have to find the next two term in the given pattern. Alright, so observe the given pattern, dear children. In the given pattern, the first term is 1, the second term is 3, the third term is 5, the fourth term is 7, the fifth term is 9. Alright, this pattern has numbers increasing by 2. Okay, so the next terms of the pattern are 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 2, 13. So the rule of this pattern is adding 2. Alright, dear students, so therefore the pattern is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay. Growing patterns can be found in shape. Alright, now look at the example very carefully. In this pattern, we have 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, and we have to find out the next two terms. Okay, so the growing means what? Increasing, isn't it? So the answer will be what? 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, 4 circle, and finally 5 circle. Alright. Dear children, also remember that like we are having increasing pattern or growing pattern, we will also have a pattern which will be decreasing by certain number. Okay, so just consider the example shown here. Consider the example. In this pattern, the first term is 820, the second term is 720, the third term is 620, the fourth term is 520. This pattern has numbers decreasing by 100. Okay, so the next term of the patterns are 520 minus 100 equal to 420, 420 minus 100 equal to 320. Alright, so the rule of this pattern is subtracting 100 each time. Alright, therefore the pattern is 820, 720, 620, 520, 420 and 320. Okay, so dear children, I hope that the concept of patterns in numbers are clear to all of you. So dear children, today we have learned about pattern in numbers in various way. Number 1, we have learned about pattern with even numbers. Number 2, we have learned about pattern with odd numbers. Number 3, we have learned about growing patterns. Alright, and finally we have learned about decreasing patterns. In decreasing means we have to subtract a particular term in a pattern by certain number in order to get the complete sequence of the given pattern. Okay, so dear children, I hope that the concept of patterns in numbers is clear to all of you. Alright, now dear children, today I have completed pattern in numbers, isn't it? So after watching this video, please take out your IMAX Mathematics textbook part 1, page number 16. Dear students, please complete the exercise given under the heading Train My Brain. That is, complete this pattern by writing their next 3 terms. Okay, there are 3 questions. Please solve it and send it to me in my personal WhatsApp number within the class hour. That is between 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Alright, so finally I'll end today's session by saying, my dear children, enjoy your online classes. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.